Yo everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Steins. Let's jump right into it. No one has touched the time leap machine since that discussion. Ridiculous as it sounds, I can't shake the feeling that it might suck my memories out and fling them into the past. Oh, the machine does have its appeal, of course. All tempted by the idea of becoming humanity's first time leapers. Yet the fear of what happened won out in the end. Perhaps as a way to forget our fears and move on, we decided to hold a celebration to mark the completion of the device. Everyone feels the need to let loose after working so hard on the project. I have Dao order pizza while Kusa and I go shopping for snacks. And there's some animation. 3 frames! Ekuba's always had a lack of supermarket. That hasn't changed even with the anime stores gone. After we finish shopping, Chris and I walk along the evening streets. What's up? She looks like she's got something to say. She keeps stealing glances at me. Are you upset? Upset? She frowns like she didn't expect that question. Finally, she faces this way. About our decision not to attempt a time leap experiment. No, I'm not upset. Humans are temporal beings. That's a Heidegger quote. I was actually relieved when we made the decision not to use the machine. If you hadn't been there, I might not have been able to stop myself. Thank you. What's this? Gratitude? Does she have a fever? I put my hand to her forehead to check. Krista twitches. Hey, what are you doing? You're talking like an assistant for a change, so you might have a fever. I drop my hand. I'm not grateful to you, anything, okay? Her voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. Krista blushes and hangs her head. If Dao were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, Ariel Sonata. Sweet. Anyway. Krista clears her throat and returns to the usual sour expression. Nah, thank you, it was just a formality. Don't get me wrong, okay? Of course. I only did what I had to. I'm the founder of the Future Gadget Lab, Hoin Kiyoma. My first priority is to protect the welfare of my lab mems. So I have no need for your thanks. And yet you always talk about purging the world into chaos. You are my allies, and the world is my enemy. I was speechless. You're too self-righteous. You say speechless, yet you're shaken. Don't argue semantics. It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Krisu and I met, and yet it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it may be, has brought us closer together. I admit that her knowledge and skills are quite impressive. I like her to remain at the lab if at all possible, but she says she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decide to ask her. Oh yeah, I forgot to get a plane ticket. Well, that's kind of important. I got too caught up in the phone wave. Improving the phone wave. Going public with a time loop machine will send the world in an uproar. We'll also plan to expose Seren, remember? You may not be able to go back to America for some time. I guess you're right. I should call Mama and let her know. Looks like things are gonna get busy. Naturally, I want Chris to stay with us to the end. A little bit after we return to the lab, Mayuri gets back. Tutu, I'm back. Sup? Seems like Mayuri went to Lukaku's. Suzuha shows up a few minutes later and our development council comes to order. Development council? Oh, this is a tip. Walkerine calls a party. I just love how that's a tip. If only there was more tips than just what Walkerine calls stuff. Dara ordered 3 pizzas. We also line up the snacks and we bought on the table. It's just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Mario wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Brown. Man, that was terrible. I was stuck looking like an exhibitionist all day. The Run 2 workshop is workshop's closed. Suzuha made sure the 42-inch CTR was turned off, so there's no need to feel any malfunction from the time leap machine. A heavy sigh escapes my throat. I realize that I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Krisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting. Dao, why did you order the exact same pizzas before? Out of the pizza box to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party. Because I like it. Naturally, I'm not amused. Ocarine. I called Ferris-chan and Luca-chan, but they said they couldn't come. Aww. Oh, do they have plans? Ferris-chan has a Rainet tournament. I should have gone to cheer. How careless of me. And Luca-chan seems to be embarrassed for some reason. Maybe she thinks you'll make her wear a costume again. You still haven't convinced her to cosplay? Then what was the point of completing the costume? She said it was embarrassing. I keep telling her cuteness is justice. She never listens. Cuteness is justice, is that what they say? You're cute too, Chris-chan. Oh, Chrissy doesn't know how to react. She blushes and Mario starts teasing her like a drunk old man. There's no alcohol at this party, of course. Hey, Komima's coming up. Wanna go? I can't make something new, but I have a costume of post-awakening Sarah from Blood Tune I made last year. I think the size is about right for Chris-chan too. Me? Cosplay? Krisu looks conflicted. Then she murmurs, I'm sort of interested. So she sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture. But I refuse to go to do it in public though. You don't have to show anyone, but eventually you'll want them to see. The cosplay demon compels you. The cosplay demon? Is that Mayuri herself? That reminds me, Christian. You're always wearing that cute uniform. What school is it from? Oh, this? Krisu lifts up her necktie. I intended I went for as model this outfit after their uniform. Academy, a private school in the neighborhood of Tokyo. Powerhouse. Okay. She only attended it for 2 weeks though? It's cute. You made it even cuter. You might have real good design sense. I'll bring the costume tomorrow, okay? Will you try it on then? Sure. Looks like Krisu approves that the cuteness is just this philosophy. When's the photo shoot? Good to know you're still a pervert, Hayashi. Come on. It's Blood Tune's Sarah. She's got Panmoro going on. Panmoro? It means her panties are completely exposed. It's okay. You might not know this, but last year there was a real popular saying. They're not panties, so it's not embarrassing. What? It's pretty embarrassing. Oh, okay. It's a promise. Maybe you shouldn't bother. Oh. Suzuha speaks, a tone sharp. She's scowling at Krisu again. Ooh. Suddenly the atmosphere in the room changes. Okay, this image right here is the greatest thing ever. You're asking for trouble by trusting Krisu. What's that supposed to mean? Naturally, my strong-willed assistant isn't one to back down from a fight. Sparks fly between the two girls. I've been meaning to ask, did I do something to you? Not to me, but I know everything you have done. What do you mean? It's done nothing to be guilty of. Perhaps, but I know your true nature. Wow, you can see into my heart. That's groundbreaking technology. I'd love to hear how it works. It's not science. It's a prediction. So you're just making it up. I know. Uh-oh. We've got a situation here. Mei clings to me with teary eyes. Stop them from fighting. This looks like a job for the one and only Hoin Kyoma. And set myself between the two girls. Break up, you two. I, Hoin Kyoma, shall decide this dispute. They both glare at me. Although I'm afraid for my life, I had in my resolve. The mission must succeed. First, I focus on Krisu. Assistant, I didn't really raise you this way. You didn't raise me at all. If you want to become a true mad scientist, you must learn to keep your emotions in check, even if you crackle, even as you cackle your way to victory. Nobody asked you, and I'm already a scientist. Next, the switch focus to Suzuha. Warrior, your enemy is Saren, remember? You must conserve your strength for Ragnarok. I warned you before. Krisu is a threat. What? You going to mention that here? Now? What's this about Okabe? The eyes are laser beams burrowing into my skull. I want nothing more than to flee for my life. But Mayu is watching me anxiously. I need to defuse the situation. Looks like neither of you are willing to back down. So be it. Fight to your heart's content. Fight until there's no more fight to be had. Then share a manly handshake by the river and let friendship blossom. But in the future, when it comes time for you to venture out into the real world, I hope you remember one thing. Nobody likes a mood killer. Shut up. Getting all of both of them at the same time sends shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seize my right arm. Okabe is a... Why now of all times? Calm down, right arm of mine. I turn around and head back to Mayuri. Sorry, Mayuri. At this rate, I'll end up hurting those two. I have no choice. The rest is up to you. Jeez. Mayuri puffs her cheeks and goes over to the two girls. Guys, Roshi doesn't like it when you fight. Let's all get along, okay? Hearing this, the two competitors reluctantly comply. I expected this would happen. Mayuri is the oil that keeps the gears of the slab churning along. The throb in my right arm dissipates. When in doubt, get your Mayuri to do the work for us. Dao comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Krisu is in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the pieces of popular items at high school restaurants. High class restaurants. Right, okay. I misread like so many of these. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the prices of popular items at high class restaurants. Mario sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it. Hey, Ocarine. Hmm? Mario slowly looks around the lab, smiling all the while. It's been really lively here the past few weeks, huh? Yeah, I guess it has. I established a future gadget lab around the time I entered college. It was my first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. It was around that was around the middle of March this year, which means it's almost been 5 months. Not half a month after it was established, Mario showed up, I'm still not sure why, and became a lab man. For about a month it was just me and Mario, then in early May I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that the lab was just a 3-minute walk from May Queen plus Neon Squared. The location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. This location. Mario isn't the type to object to every little thing like Krisu, nor the type to make dumb jokes like Daru, so the lab was very peaceful back then, in those days. It was quite a pleasant place to be. And now the lab members count is increased to 8. It happened in a blink of an eye, and so it seems. They didn't come today, but Lukaku visits occasionally, and Ferris is a familiar face at May Queen plus Neon Squared, or at least she was before May Queen disappeared. I remember feeling out of place for the first time I came to Akiba, but now it feels like a second home. It's fun. Mario too seems pleased in the increase in lab mems. Another 8 lab mems. Mario thinks it's getting a little cramped in here. First, we don't have enough chairs. The sofa only has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. These are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there. We should buy more. Do you have money, Ocarine? New chairs will take all my savings. Then I'll need to get a part-time job again. Then I guess you can use some of my salary. No, grumpy face. We need a new microwave too, otherwise I can't warm my juicy chicken number 1. You can tell. Serious face, talking about food. Yeah, sorry about that. Getting off my own chicken supply might actually kill her. But Mayuri, when we turn over the time leap machine, the reward money will solve all our problems. Will it be enough to pay for chairs and a microwave on top of the higher end? It'll be enough. More than enough. Wow, that's great, Ocarine. Why are you so happy? Just look, we've made so many friends. There's Daru-kun, Chris-chan, Luka-chan, Suzu-san, Mocha-san, Ferris-chan, Braun-san, Nae-chan, and more. She gazes wistfully into the distance. In the spring, when you started this lab, you seemed so lonely. But now you're fine. You don't need me to be your hostage anymore. What do you mean? I tried to ask her, but before I could finish... Oh. Terrorist bomb threat suspends a Yamanote Suba Kinhinto Oko lines. An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. The loser pays. What? Oh, I guess that's the show they're on about. The subtitle reads, Terrorist bomb threats suspends those lines. A bomb threat? These lines all pass through Akiba. How is Mayushi going home? Gonna get home? Oh yeah, I should call home. A bomb threat? I don't know why, but I got a bad feeling about this. Only the lines passing through Akihabara are suspended, as if that was the target. Wait, could it be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach. Okabe? I need to know. You completed the time leap machine, right? Huh? Well, yeah. Okay. I just remembered I got something to do. I'm going out. Suzawa leaves the lab without another word. What's wrong with her? Suzawa's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? Why did she ask about the time leap machine? Something occurs to me. The 2 threatening emails I received. We're watching you. You know too much. Who sent them? And there's more. Words and images flash through my head. Seren. The LHC. Jellyman. The Z program. Government secrets. The organization. Men in Black. The Committee of 300. The Time Leap Machine. What did Krisu say? You may have created a monster here. Taken separately, each of these elements are insignificant. But if I consider them as part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip as I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Or would a taxi be better? No one's saying anything. No one's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly, there's a softness against my hand. I look down to see Mao's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. I'm just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow we'll get rid of the time leap machine. Then we can forget all of this happened. Pretend it was just a dream. We never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow, we'll be okay, won't we? But my anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mao's head at the entrance of the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz in right now. I hear sirens whirling a few streets away. The bomb threat in Akihabara has Akihabara in an uproar. Yet here, in our corner of Akihabara, it's so quiet. Mao squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers. I squeeze back. The next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. The movements were swift and sure, professional, each of them carrying a gun. Well then. They spread out just inside the door and aimed their weapons at us. It all happened so fast, no one has time to scream. The men are foreigners, a mix of races dressed casually in colourful shirts and shorts or jeans. But their arms are thick with muscle and their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols, the other 3 have assault rifles. I'm guessing he's holding a pistol there. And AK-47s in Akihabara? Is that some kind of a joke? One thing is certain, these guys aren't tourists. Hands in the air, nobody move. The dark-skinned, crew-cut man barks an order. It feels like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action film? This is the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly the lab feels small. What's an odd thing to be thinking at a time like this? The first one to obey is Daru. Then Krisu raises her hands. Then me. Last Mayuri. Silence. Time seems to be grinding to a halt. The men say nothing, but the guns remain steadily muzzled. But their guns remain steady, nozzles pointed at us. Muzzles? On the TV, a comedian laughs. What is this? Are we on candid camera? Then we hear a new sound coming from outside. The sound of high heels. A woman's coming up the stairs. Are these men waiting for her? Is she their leader? A squad of battle-hardened comrades, commandos led by a beautiful woman, something like out of manga. Nothing seems real. Before long, the woman appears. Mocha? A part-time editor. The male demon's shining finger, who is never seen without her phone. Lab Mem 005. Mocha? She's their leader? The least opposing woman I've ever met? Even now, she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down at the floor. What's going on here? Mocha-san? We're taking the time machine. As always, her words are barely audible. It's ridiculous, laughable. And yet, I can't laugh. My heart is a jackhammer in my chest. The inside of my mouth is drier than a desert. And I stay still with my hands in the air. Krisu, Okabe, Dao, the three of you will come with us. I don't understand. Why is Mocha here? I don't know, but I have to ask. What's going on here? I can't answer that. This is a joke, right? Mocha shakes her head. You don't need to know. I'm pretty sure we do need to know. You can't resist. Come with us. Where? No reply. She doesn't intend to answer that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous looking at their guns. Nothing good can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Are they real? They're not going to start shooting, are they? I'm not going anywhere until you answer. You can't refuse. You have nowhere to run. We have men stationed throughout Akibara. Wait. Something clicks in my head. It was them. They sent the bomb threat. They stopped the trains. Why? To keep us here? Just for that? I don't want to hurt anyone. The three of you come with us. Why? Chris, who had kept silent until now, finally opens her mouth. Why just the three of us? That's when I realised that Maru wasn't included in Mocha's demand. She only wants Krisu, Dao and me. I'm not answering your questions. Come with us. It's your only choice. We're not getting anywhere. Ocarine, Dao's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him. He's deathly pale. Don't you think we should do what she says? But unless she tells me the reason, honestly I have no idea what to do. My heart is still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than reality. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of their weapons looks somehow tacky. They lack the imposing fuel you expect. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Maru suddenly speaks up. Oops. Mocha said, "You're Lab Mem too, aren't you?" As if Maru asked my question for me. Mocha was a strange woman, but I welcomed her as a Lab Mem all the same. What is she thinking right now? In answer? Mocha pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. I realize that Mocha isn't holding her phone. This is the first I've ever seen her without it. Not like that matters now. I'm almost tempted to try and pull out my phone. Yeah, it won't let me. Mocha's gun hand is trembling. Is the situation affecting her too? It must be. She's terrified of talking to people. Our mission is to silence you. Silence us? Your refusal will come. Your refusal to come will change nothing. Does that mean she plans to kill us? Why? What did we do? Who sent you? Who are you people? We. Mocha suddenly lifts her head. For perhaps the third time since I've known her, she looks straight at me. Her eyes are dark and empty. We are from 7. 7? M4? The dark-skinned man speaks up. Is he interested in Mocha? Watch your tongue. Mocha hangs her head again. In my head, I replied the words she just spoke. 7. They're from 7. Why 7? Of course. Where else could they be? Come with us, now. Mocha raises her voice in frustration. If you continue to resist, I'll have to resort to extreme measures. Mocha slowly raises her gun. She points the muzzle at Mayuri. My whole body instantly goes cold. Mayuri is not needed. Stop! I lunge at Mocha, but the dark-skinned man is faster. Ow. Gah. Something strikes my chin with crushing force. The shock numbs my entire body. Stars explode behind my eyes. I fall to my knees, powerless to stand. Everything goes dark. What happened? Did he hit me with the butt of his rifle? I look up. Mayuri's face, streaked with tears, is reaching out to me, as if begging for help. Over her shoulder, I see Mocha ready her gun. I try to yell stop, but my voice catches in my throat. Nothing comes out but a pitiful wheeze. Someone, anyone, please, stop her. Stop Mocha. Mocha's lips move. She mumbles something. For 7, for FB. For 7, for FB. Her mouth opens and closes robotically. My blood curdles. No! A sharp, cold crack splits the air. Time slows to a crawl. Mocha pulled the trigger. Wow, okay. Blood spurts from Mayuri's forehead. It splatters across my face, warm and wet. Her delicate, frail body falls towards me. I catch her. Her body is limp, like a puppet with no strings. Her head and arms dangle lifelessly. The smell of gunpowder fills my nose. And then, the smell of blood. Darrow clutches his head and falls to his knees, screaming at the top of his lungs. The sound jerks me back to my senses. In my arms, Mayuri takes one short, shallow breath. And then... Mayuri... She's dead. Mayuri's dead. Her face is covered in blood. Her blood stains my hands. It's warm. You three come with us, now. No more warnings. Resist, and we'll kill you too. I hear a voice. But I can't comprehend what it's saying. What is this? What's going on here? Is this a joke? We may have created a monster here. This is a dream, right? Right? I feel nothing. My mind is blank. I shake Mayuri's shoulder. Mayuri? Wake up, Mayuri. You'll catch a cold if you sleep here. If you're tired, you can stay overnight. Or I could take you home, if you prefer. We'll ride the train back to Ikebukuro together, like we used to before Dawa joined, when it was just the two of us. Memories of his smile whirl through my head, 1,000 different smiles from 1,000 different occasions. If I look away, she'll disappear. She always disappears. But now, you're fine. You don't need me to be your hostage anymore. No, Mayuri, I still need you. Laugh for me. Like you always do. Greet me with your silly tutu. Tell me it's a lie. Tell me you're alright. Mayuri? Red flames curse my mind, an inferno of rage and hate, and the burning desire to kill everything I see. I gently lay the motionless Mayuri on the floor. I stand up, and then I fling myself at Mocha. But before I can take a step, someone grabs my hand from behind. You can't! Go! Let me go! You can't, they'll kill you! Mocha's gun is aimed at my head. Her fingers are ready on the trigger. You gonna kill me too? If you resist. Please, Okabe, do what she says, okay? Otherwise they'll kill you too. I tear my hand from Chris's grip. My vision is twirled with Mocha on the other side. Tunneled. Twirled. She won't get away with this. She killed Mayuri in cold blood. I'll do the same to her. No! Mocha pulls the trigger. The sound of the shot smites upon my eardrums. I feel a sharp pain in the left side of my head. I nearly lose my balance again, but I'm still alive. What happened? I realize that Mocha's gun is laying on her feet. Beside it is a small stone. Someone had thrown it and knocked her gun aside. Get down! Suddenly Suzuha is in the doorway, knocking one of the men down in the blink of an eye. Before anyone can react, she darts into another man's range and delivers a piercing elbow strike to his solar plexus. The man drops to his knees, gasping for air. The remaining men turn their guns to her, but she throws the incapacitated man towards the back of them. The block of them? Towards them to block their aim. There we go. She then slides into the feet of the man at the rear, tripping him forward in a single smooth, flowing motion, driving her knee into the man's face as he falls. Who the hell? The dark-skinned man aims his rifle. Before he can fire, Suzuha snatches a stunned attacker's gun and shoots him. Blood spurts from the man's hand. Without pausing, Suzuha leaps into the air and delivers a soaring roundhouse kick to his jaw. Enough. Huh. The next thing I know, the 5 men are down and Mocha's gun is aimed at Suzuha's face. But Suza didn't back down. Her gun is turned on Mocha's neck. It's a standoff. Neither moves. Silence returned to the room. Who are you? 42? Suzuha replies, make no sense. She glances at me. TV. What's she saying? Turned on. The 42-inch. What? Suddenly Krisu springs up and makes a break for the development room. Don't move. That's my line. I suddenly realize the meaning of Suzuha's words. The 42-inch TV downstairs is on. She wants me to use the time leap machine? I look at Mayuri's body. She's lying there quietly. Her eyes are closed. They'll never open again. One of the men Suzuha knocked out starts to moan. If they wake up, it's all over. Suzuha looks at me again. Her eyes implore me to make my move. If I use the machine, I can avenge Mayuri's death. But at the same time, I could fry my brain. Fry my brain? So what? What is there to fear? Mayuri is dead, shot in cold blood. This isn't right. I won't accept it. Then change it. Change the past. You have the power. Use it. I stagger into the development room. Krisu is about to put on the headgear. I pull her away from her. I'm going back. No, I should be the one to... I grab Krisu's wrist and try as she tries to take it back. I stare into her eyes. Eyes wet with tears. I will save Mayuri. But what if it fails? I ignore her and put on the headgear. Mocha's last shot gauged the size of my head. My ears are still ringing and there's still blood in my neck. It doesn't matter. I might fail, I might even die. But I have to try. It's the only chance to save Mayuri. Krisu bites her lips and activates the X-68000. Okay, wait, one of them is moving. Get in there, kill them. Damn kids. The crew cut man staggers into the development room. Acting purely on instinct, I grab future gadget number 4. Mode snake from the shelf and flick the switch. White smoke instantly fills the room, rendering it impossible to see. Oh. Okabe, are you sure? Are you sure about this, really? Do it, Krisu. Activate the machine. Pain flares in my right arm. Was I shot? It doesn't matter. I see blue light shining through the smoke. The discharge is starting. The light rapidly grows brighter. The floor begins to shake. The singularity is opened. I crouch down, holding the headset steady with one hand. Wait for me, Mayuri. I won't die here. I'll cross through time to save you. Leap my memories. Leap to the past. Leap! I don't know if that's actually a requirement or not to do so, but... the world explodes into light. Now, there we go. The chapter changed. Was pausing it for me, but I feel like this is a good place to end this episode. Catch you in the next one, everybody.